So if you look right here, it says 19,729 hex per t-shirt, right? So I guess if we're doing, if let's just say you're doing the minimum stake that I personally recommend, I only like doing like 1 year stakes plus. If some people who have a very large amount of money, right, like 1 million hex plus, something like that, right, 1 million hex, they can do like 30 days, 60 day, 90-day stakes, right, which have specific rules and stuff. But for normal people, right, and stuff like that, like if you have less than a certain amount, right, like 365 should like a full year should be the minimum basically for you, unless you're doing a specific, you're trying to get it done at a specific date for the project, right? So if you're doing this much, right, let's just see what a full t-shirt, what a half a t-shirt would cost, right? So maybe like 12,000 hex, even less than that. So let's see. Yeah, actually, even less. Wow, that's pretty good. Not bad. Yeah, give or take. So about 9,000. Let's see. Let's see if we can do 8,000. Maybe that'll do it. Yeah, so it's like you can do like 8,200 or like 300. You always guys play around with this. So yeah, so 8,300 hex staked for 1 year is half a t-share. I think that's pretty much the minimum amount of hex you would stake right now, where you'd be able to unstake it, and you would get rewards for the gas fees and stuff that you're paying, basically. Yeah. But obviously, like if you can do bigger for these shorter stakes, like a 1 year stake, I just honestly I feel more comfortable with like a 12,000 hex stake with that, honestly, just to have a little extra so you have more of a t-shirt here. But if you can swing the t-shirt like where you can actually afford it because you have enough hex, and this is somebody who has like 100,000 plus hex and they can afford to do something like this, they can just do the full like 18,000 hex and then get the full t-shirt, lock it up for a specific amount of time. You may choose, you know what, I'll just have it come out here. Or like, oh, my birthday's on this day. Or like, you know what, like my girlfriend's the day I left my girlfriend was on this day. Or like I left my second ex-wife on June 2nd. Like I celebrated every year with a bottle of wine and beer, you know. Or like, oh, this is the day I decided never to get married again. Just what a date that's forever in your memory. You know what I mean? So it's that sort of thing right here, man. So just so just pick a day. It's okay to do, but at least have that amount where it's like if you're gonna play around with it under a year, you can get funny with the days, but you see how it's 211 days instead of 365, which is a full year. Um, it's the sort of thing where like I honestly I like if you can afford it a full t-shirt, but I understand that the full t-shirt like right now it's still kind of affordable if or actually if, let me look at the hex price, right? So just to give you guys, I want to give you guys a little bit of an example, right? So let's see, 18,000 hex, $8,755, right? That's I think what it's cost right there. So let's just say in the minimum one, like when we said half a t-shirt, $1,700. So you're looking about $1,700 of current value for who knows what happens, but you will end up with more hex than you started with, right? So the 8,200 hex, you will have more than in a year from now. You will have more hex, but the value of hex could be $1, $2, $3, zero, 15 cents, 20 cents. You know what I mean? It could just be a whole. It can just go up, and in a year from now, it could just be 20 cents. I doubt it, but it's possible, basically. But you will end up with more hex than you started with, which is the important part. But yeah, that's the sort of thing like recommend. But I always do recommend like I at least for guys if like I know people get very gung ho about staking, but I always do recommend like whatever the total amount of hex you have, at least 40% keep it liquid. Just have some liquid because it's just important to it like psychologically it will keep you longer term in your stakes. You're not really like you're like, oh man, that's a lot of money, but hey, I got some liquid here and I've got the copy and it's like that. It gives you options, right? A man with options is a man that commands respect, power, basically, right? If you got liquid, you got stakes, you got p hex, you got pulse chain, you got pulse swap. I mean, you're over here just macking basically in the ecosystem. So like, what are we talking about? You know what I'm saying? But yeah. Let's go back. Bum, 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 bum. But yeah. Oh,